Hi guys, not sure if this is going to be a Black Beauty Part 3 or just a standalone video. So I got the very special Colt Detective Special Colt Black Beauty, which I also like to call BB King. Because when you put this in his hands, it makes you cool. It makes you the king. Checking point of impact, 148 grain wad cutters. I got 3 of them from Precision 1. And then 3 rounds, 125 grain full metal jacket from Precision 1. So I want to see if there's an elevation distance. Let's go back just 7 yards to start. So it was my first ever fail to fire with the wad cutters. Okay, so the 148 wad cutter is just a little high. The 125, that's pretty nice. That's probably me. The 125's there. It's strange that that's the first in different revolvers I've ever gotten a light strike on one of the wad cutters. Let me try and figure out which one that is and shoot another one just to check. But that means point of impact, maybe with the 125, 135, 30 FMJs might be on, as well as hollow points, which would be nice. I'm going to try to restrike that wad cutter. There we go. I'm not sure where that hit. I think it was that one. So just a little high with the wad cutters, a little bit lower, nice with the 125. So 125, 130 might be on. Let's see. All right, let's see if we can confirm those results back at 10 yards, so we might get a little more rise with the 148 grain there, the copper-plated wad cutters, which I did ballistics testing of, wad cutter versus wad cutter. You might want to check that out. Low recoil option, that's legitimate. I explained it in that video. For disabled, elderly, arthritic, new shooters, low recoil, etc. And then the 125 grain, it's kind of a FMJ flat point. And then I might switch to 158 lead round nose just to see if the lead gets in the grooves a little bit differently, and I'm sure the 158s will be higher. So let's go back to 10 and check that. I threw that third shot, so a little high with the 148s. 125s. So I had another light primer strike. All the Precision 1 I did earlier was fine. This is a new box of the FMJ. Has me a little bit worried. One of those I threw really bad. Alright guys, sorry if this is a slow burn. I might finish up with a nice defensive drill to get things a little more exciting. Just got to see how Black Beauty or BB King does. Let's give you another look. Loading it up now with this Federal 158 grain lead round nose that I just bought off a nice old timer here because he sold his revolver a long time ago. So he had some ammo. He wanted to try to give it to me. Give him some money for this lead round nose. Never use this. This is known for self-defense, known as the Widowmaker. Lead round nose is not for self-defense. It killed so many cops that emptied 6 rounds into a guy that still, hit the cop over the head with a pipe or stabbed him with a knife or whatever. This is not for defense. Often you'd shoot a guy in the head, Jim Cirillo, and you think the guy's dead, and then he reanimates because the bullet skimmed all around the skull because of the ogive and the lead. Now, old cop, he was in 3 shootouts with the 38. He's online a lot. One of the times it worked. I mean, if you put him right there, maybe. It doesn't skim around. If you put him right in the heart, maybe. But lead round nose is not for self-defense. Wad cutter is lead, semi-wad cutter, hollow point. Look at my ballistics videos. Okay, back at 10 yards to see how much higher these might hit. So, all 6 went bang, so it's not Black Beauty's fault. Something to be said. Old box, who knows how old, a Federal ammo has the softest, lightest, most reliable primers. So especially in your carry ammo, especially in revolvers that maybe had very special trigger jobs or lighter hammer springs put in. I'll test another one later. Federal ammo for carry. 1, 2, 3, dead center. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. I don't know where number 6 is unless there was a double. So I don't know, but 3, maybe a double there. Maybe a double there. But 3, pretty much dead center. Are actually not high like I thought they were going to be. Maybe because the lead makes a difference. All right, guys, I'm really curious. That did not hit very high. Maybe because it's slow, old school 158 grain lead roundhouse. So I'm glad I bought it from the old timer that was here. Okay, so I'm curious how I can do offhand standing at 20 yards with Mr. BB King. So I'm going to do it, and let's find out together. I think I threw the 6 shot pretty bad. Like a shotgun, I'm all over the place. Let's see. Well, I got 1 dead center. That's nice. 1 pretty close in the 9 ring. So 2 shots were pretty good. 1, 2, 3. 3 shots are pretty good. So I'm 50%. 4, 5, 6. Now, if that was a man-sized chest at 20 yards, that's not bad. But obviously, kind of past 12 yards, I need to be training with revolvers more, especially if I'm going to start carrying them. So I'm not Paul Harrell. He would have had all 6 in there, or 5 and 1 in wing fire. But I'm definitely getting better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and maybe I can finish with a fun drill. All right, guys, let's finish up with a little Dan the Wolfman Combatives and Street Jiu-Jitsu right here. Now, what I'm saying, you're in a parking lot or whatever, you turn and boom, there's 2 guys with bad intentions. So bad, one of them either had a knife out suddenly from behind his leg, bent elbow, means weapon, and it's right there to abduct you, or he actually stabs at you. Now, usually I want the dog catcher or Jaws and a pass to a Russian 2-on-1, but it's a nice day. I'm not really paying attention, and I'm always scanning, but you know, maybe you didn't see them. They were behind a bush or a car or a van, and boom, they're right there. And then suddenly I'm going to react with the jam and punch. It has an instinct at very close range, the jam and punch. Usually this hand could be this way, a blade, the more likely to drop it. This way gives you more sensitivity. Your choice with a karate style 2-finger punch upwards to the chin or throat. But I'm going to break contact. Usually I would stay with that, do a wrap back pivot knee, take the knife away, all that kind of thing. But let's say I'm just surprised and, that comes out of me. So I'm going to do that against this knife wielder, his buddy. Everybody gets 2. Everybody gets 2. Almost always, unlike 1 and then 2 and then 1, everybody gets at least 2. Everyone gets a serving of 2, reevaluate. Then I'm going to break contact. And then over here, try to make a more precise shot from a farther distance, loaded up with a fairly hot, punchy 125 flat point. And here we go with these 2 rapscallions, Greg Linequist fitness style. And then we'll discuss Black Beauty or BB King and see how she does for me. Okay, here we go. Get it! As I was healing back. And again, I got a light primer strike. Unfortunately, I bought more because all the wad cutters I had used from them had not had a problem. Now, it might be this particular revolver that's perfectly good with the Federal primers, But not. Ooh, Black Beauty did me good. BB King did me pretty good, guys. Okay. Rapscallion number 1 with the knife. Fend and punch. Jam and punch. I used to call it a jam and punch. So jam and punch. That's only for really close range, like the right there. Maybe they're grabbing your hoodie or something with their left leveraging hand, and it's coming out right from hidden behind the leg, guys. Pay attention. 1, 2 there. Black Beauty did me good there. Look at this split here, even though I think I had a failure in there. And then I'm healing back. I was retreating, and I got 1 there at a longer range. So Black Beauty did me good, unfortunately, because I like those wad cutters, and so I had bought some more. The Precision 1, I don't know. Now, it may only be this revolver. If I have time today, I want to do some ballistics testing, so we'll see. Make sure you watch my ballistic testing. I'm doing a bunch on 38, a little bit on 357. Look at my Paul Harrell tribute playlist as well. Let me finish by talking a little bit about Black Beauty. Okay, guys, we are empty and clear. There's the light hit, light primer strike on that. Little uncentered. I think it's an ammo problem though. Black Beauty is very special. So look at a very special detective special. Black Beauty is very special detective special. We got a 3-inch barrel. Okay? We got a Blackbird T finish. The Black Tea, Birdsong Black Tea finish, excuse me, Birdsong Black Tea, very cool coating. Here it stocks, which I like quite a bit. You guys, if you want to support me, get my competitive street jiu-jitsu instructional on BJJ Fanatics, learn self-defense, we just did some, and get custom wolf grips for your snubs. We'll see what becomes available in the future, but Taurus, Charter Arms, Smith & Wesson J-frames, hopefully Rossi RP63, maybe Colt in the future with the custom wolf logo. That would really help support me. But Black Beauty here, who I like to call BB King because it just makes me feel really very special, very cool. Obviously has had a professional trigger guard with this nice real Colt hammer shroud. I mean, the hammer's only going there, so there's not a ton of force, maybe. Though, again, Federal primers, no problem, obviously. Very, very, very nice. Very smooth trigger pull compared to regular Colt Detectives. Okay? Very, 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 very smooth. And she's a shooter, as you see. And today we're not getting as much elevation difference as we did on the other day. So that's awfully nice. Looks like I'll be on, hopefully, Hydroshock Deep's my number 1 for carry. Punch, surprisingly, did well in that ballistics test, even from a 2-inch. A lot of stuff will do pretty okay from a 3-inch. A lot of stuff in snubs won't. So hopefully you watch all my ballistics videos. And search Dan the Wolfman Ballistics, Dan the Wolfman Modern Meat Target, and hopefully it's still around. You're probably watching this well into 2025. It is still 2024 with an uncertain future right now. But please, at least Black Beauty gives a thumbs up, share, subscribe. I know it was a slow burn. I had other people alternating at the range. I do what I can. Hopefully that little drill at the end will help you out. So, a fend and punch. Here, fend and punch. So definitely watch someone walking quickly with either a bent elbow or hidden behind the leg. Hidden behind the leg is usually coming right away to grab you, hold you up with a knife, or just start sewing machine stabbing you. So a dog catcher draws Quan Sao is better past a Russian 2-on-1 and some grappling, but the fend and punch, spring energy, and you can double up on this. Maybe attach that arm, even if it's rebounding, sewing machine style, to wrap back, pivot, knee, elbow, punch, do all the things. So hopefully you guys support me, and I appreciate everyone. Thumbs up, share, subscribe. Really subscribe. Not enough of you are subscribed. Not enough of you are commenting, and I worked my butt off, so it's all appreciated. Hopefully everyone is alive, safe, still be able to afford food that isn't bugs and gas and those kinds of things. Kaboom.